Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Sydney, and today I will be telling you my college admission story and why I ultimately ended up choosing USC. I'll be telling you every school that I applied to and why, whether I got in or not, and then why I picked USC at the end. If you'd like to see the video of me talking about how I got into USC, click the card and then click the video. If you want to know about my stats, my extracurriculars, and like my GPA and stuff like that, you can go ahead and watch that video. But after you watch this one, don't leave yet. Yeah, don't leave. I think the moral of this story is like, where you're meant to be is where you'll end up. I don't know if you believe in God or like the universe or anything, but I do think that a lot of things, not everything, but a lot of things work out in our greater good and work out to benefit us. And I know if you're a senior right now or you're going into your senior year, everything can look so scary. I remember being so scared and so confused going into my applications because, you know, you've been talking about this for all these years, and now it's finally time to apply and time to start thinking about schools and thinking about your future, and it's just so overwhelming and there's so much going on. But I just want to be here to reassure you that where you're meant to be is where you'll end up, and you will be just fine. You'll be okay. I can't say that enough. You will be okay. If you would like to hear my college admission story, then keep on watching and don't forget to subscribe. So first I'm going to list all of the schools that I applied to, and I have my iPad down here with notes on it, so if I'm looking down, that's why. So my list of schools were Barnard College, USC, Spelman College, Howard University, NYU, FAMU, which is Florida A&M, Mills College, Wesleyan College, School of Visual Arts in New York, Clark Atlanta University, Hampton University, and Columbia College, Chicago. I applied to Mills and Columbia College, Chicago first, and I ended up getting into both of those schools on really generous scholarships, and I was more interested in Mills. However, Mills is closing, so that eliminated them from my list. Then I was talking to my second grade teacher, and she said that she went to Wesleyan in Macon, Georgia. So I researched Wesleyan because it was a women's college, and I was really interested in women's colleges at the time, and I saw that their application was free. So I applied and I got in with an extremely generous scholarship as well. And all three of these schools were on rolling admission, which means they review applications and send you your decision based on the time that they receive them. So the first college that I really want to highlight is Barnard College. So Barnard College is a women's college in New York City. It's one of the undergraduate schools at Columbia University. I think their acceptance rate is like 13% or something. And the school is beautiful. It seemed like a very lovely experience that at the time I really wanted. I also think that my obsession with Barnard went hand in hand with my obsession with Hamilton at the time. Yeah, I had a Hamilton phase, don't hate. You know, when they say like in New York you can be a new man, I was like so hyped up. I was like, I'm gonna go to Barnard, I'm gonna live in New York, and I'm gonna become a new woman, and who's gonna stop me? I was so fired up about that school. I applied to Barnard as I think a theater studies major, and I ended up not getting in. I applied early decision as well, and I did not get in. And I remember I was so like heartbroken. I was so sad. I like cried. I cried for like 2 hours. And then the next day I got over it, honestly. But looking back at it, I was very, I think, blindsided by the marketing of the school. They make the school seem like it's a feminist like haven in New York where you can be a new man. I'm still kind of bitter y'all didn't accept me, so maybe that's where that's coming from. But I was very blindsided by all of that, and I honestly don't think I was as passionate about the school as I thought I was. So I'm very glad that I ended up not getting in for those 3 reasons. So the second school that I applied to was Spelman College, and Spelman College is another women's school. This is located in Atlanta, Georgia, and it is a women's HBCU. It is a part of the AUC, a trio of HBCUs in Atlanta, and I think it stands for the Atlanta University Center, and it's Clark Atlanta University, Spelman, and then Spelman's brother school, Morehouse. It's filled with a lot of history, a lot of Black history, and a lot of really cool, notable people came from the AUC. So I wanted to be one of them too. I ended up getting deferred from Spelman, and that was pretty hard because I got deferred, I think, either the day before New Year's Eve or the day before Christmas or something. Then I got an email that was like, we are out of office. Please contact us on January 13th if you have any questions. And I was so mad because I was like, how are you gonna defer me? Leave me all heartbroken, crying in my bed. and then shut down your office. Like, I have questions and stuff. And at this point, I felt like, okay, I really have to think about other options for schools because I got deferred from one of my top twos and rejected from the other. So I need to get on my game, because I then applied to Clark Atlanta University, which was a part of the AUC, like I said, Hampton University, NYU, FAMU, Howard, and finally USC. So I want to highlight USC a lot. USC was my dream school from freshman all the way to junior year, and every single person that I crossed paths with knew that I wanted to go to USC. I talked to all of my classmates about it. I told all my teachers about it. I told my family. I told my friends. I was like, I'm going to USC and nobody's gonna stop me. I wanted to study film. I even bought clothes like in USC colors because I was that obsessed. I bought yellow Vans to wear on acceptance day. I was, you get the point. I was dedicated, and I don't even know what it was about the school. I was so dedicated to it. So you get the point. I was extremely passionate about USC throughout my high school career. And you may be wondering, well, why didn't you apply early decision? USC did not have an early decision option. However, I think it was my sophomore year when the college admission scandal happened, or was it junior year? I don't know. But the one with like Olivia Jade and all them. And I just suddenly got into a really big funk about USC. I was like, I could apply, but I probably won't get in because my grades weren't where I wanted them to be. And all these people were paying all this money to get into USC. What makes me think that I'm gonna get in if my grades are not where they should be? USC was the last school I applied to, and I remember 2 nights before the thing was due, like the actual, I submitted my Common App portion and paid for it. That way I would be prompted to do the full application. Fast forward to literally the night that they were due, I was sitting on my bed and I was like, I have to start this application. But then I was like, but why would I even start? Because I'm not gonna get in, so why try? I remember I submitted my application at 10:45 p.m. and they were due at midnight, and I didn't think anything of that application, like, at all. I didn't think about it. I didn't think about it the next day. I didn't think about it the next month at all. And then it was decision day, and I obviously didn't think about it because I didn't even know decisions were coming out that day. I was just checking my email one night and I saw your decision has been posted, and I was like, oh, okay. I clicked on my email, logged in, clicked it again, and then I saw the confetti fall from the screen, and I was like, I wish I would have recorded that reaction because it was so mind blowing. I was so shocked. I'm very glad that I ended up applying to USC, because if I wouldn't have applied to USC at all, I would have just cut myself off from so many opportunities. That's my advice to your rising seniors. If you ever have a school that you deem as a reach school, or a school that you think you won't get in, apply to anyways, because who knows, you might surprise yourself. Where you're meant to end up is where you will end up. So for the other schools that I had mentioned, I got into Clark Atlanta University. I got into Hampton on a scholarship, which was really cool. I did not get into Howard, and I'm still kind of bitter about that, honestly. I'm still very bitter about that, because Howard honestly would have been the perfect combination. It was at HBCU. I applied for the film and television program, so I would have been at a black film school. It would have been perfect, but whatever. So for NYU, I ended up not getting in. I applied for the open arts program, and I didn't know that you had to submit a portfolio for the open arts program, and that's probably why I didn't get into the school, or maybe my grades, or maybe other reasons, I don't know. But they don't give a lot of financial aid, so I'm not mad about it. FAMU. What do I say about FAMU? I applied to FAMU, I think, in January, and then I got an email back saying that I need to manually input my grades. And so I emailed the Office of Admissions. I was like, hi, my name is blah, 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 blah. I applied to your school, but you're telling me to submit my grades. So where do I submit my grades? I never got an email back. And I still haven't gotten an email to this day. So did I get into FAMU? I'm gonna say no. I mean, I kind of did, but I didn't? I don't know. Anyways, then I got into Spelman College. I think Spelman was my last decision I received. I remember being really frustrated because I had to choose between Spelman and USC. Spelman is so beautiful. They make so many important, amazing, incredible black people. And then USC had been my fantasy school for years. And so I was like, how am I gonna pick? How am I gonna pick? You know what picked for me? My financial aid package. I got my financial aid back for both schools, and USC was far more generous with aid, and Spelman gave me $1,000 and a $45,000 loan. Which one do you think I'm gonna pick? So I ended up committing to USC after I received my financial aid eligibility. I'm not going to go into details with the numbers, but they made the school extremely affordable for me, and I appealed for more money, and then that made it even better. All that to say, where you're meant to be is where you'll end up. The divine forces, the universe, God, my ancestors, everybody seemed to work in my favor with my college application and my college admissions, and I think that can be the same for you if you really believe in yourself and you really have faith in yourself. Everything will work out as it should, and you will be okay. Again, I know that this process seems so terrifying. You've been talking about it since you were probably in first grade, and now it's finally here, and you're looking at your applications and you're just like, what is this? What does all this mean? What's early admissions? What's early decision? Blah, 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 blah. There's so much to think about, but I just want to like reaffirm you all that where you're meant to be is where you'll end up. So just remember those words as you go into your application. Always do your best, always work hard to get good grades, and apply for scholarships, take care of yourself, all of that. Where you're going to be okay at the end of it, and then you're going to look back at your senior year and be like, wow, I worked so hard, I did so well, and now look at me going to my dream school. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. If you like this video and you want to see more college admissions videos from a student point of view, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I plan to upload a lot more college admissions videos to help you guys out. So if you have any suggestions for me, make sure to DM me on Instagram or leave it in the comments below. I'll see you all next Saturday. Fight on. I'll see ya. Bye.